fly!
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather. Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flint's, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the Abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the Abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the Ancients.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along. Ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No, 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 no!
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick! This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship. Like a spaceship? That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right? Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything! Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best, second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course. Wow. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too. What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh, sorry, boss. Well, what do you know? Yehoda was right on the money. This Phantom really is your spaceship. But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists, but somehow it left an afterimage?
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand. everyone. Our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom Rhyme-horn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Good point. Great thinking, Lauma.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go, and enjoy your feast.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people. Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Duran. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Duran?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Tevat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Notcry was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave, be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Wait, so you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it, because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerear's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all? My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerear, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.